Tell them that you finna make it, but they doubt it. But God did it. But you rose like the flower. Tell me what it's like to live with superpowers. I don't know, but I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I just know that I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it.
Damn, killer. It's so good.
Summer Wells was 5 years old when she was reported missing from the Beach Creek community in Hawkins County, Tennessee in June of 2021. In the early days of the Summer Wells case, a small YouTube channel aired an interview with an elderly woman. Her story was quiet but unsettling. She recalled a yard sale in North Carolina where she encountered a young woman named Rose and an older man, significantly older to the point that it stood out. The couple told her they were selling everything they owned and were preparing to move to Tennessee. At the time, the exchange didn't seem significant. But now, the memory took on new weight. Shortly after, we heard of other Rose sightings from Ben Hill residents, like Fred Hill, who said Rose was in a prostitution ring that was located near Don Wells' shed at the bottom of his property along Beach Creek Road, years before Summer went missing.
Over where that shed, they put a thing away. They took and put a 4 to 8 pieces of plywood up, advertising sales and stuff. I mean, whatever you want was like, yeah.
Oh, with Summer?
Well, with Rose, she was in on it.
Rose, like who?
Rose Black. No, that's missing.
So before, you knew Rose Black?
Huh?
You knew Rose Black?
Yeah. Yeah, she was in on that prostitution.
I mean, when they first moved in here, when you first moved to the area and you opened up the prostitution ring, you put a 4 by 8 sheet of plywood up, advertised and everything, and the price and everything right there for the world to see. I mean, that gives you a bad reputation off rip.
They did that at the other property.
So they set up that single wide open.
And it was like, how do you not, somebody not like call that it? Was he not afraid? Because I heard he also did that with his son when he was a baby.
I was like it for 2-3 months. And the preacher named Orville Dolan, he finally got it shut down. He was part of the road commissioner stuff in Sullivan County.
Fast forward, years later, a man who goes by the name Chango Superstar began sharing a personal account from the mountains of North Carolina. His story wasn't presented as a polished narrative, but rather as a series of memories, reflections and observations told from the perspective of someone who had struggled with addiction, illness, and the criminal justice system.
I say off the wall stuff, so if I offend anybody, I'm going to take it personally. I want to tell you how we got here, how we got to the mountains of North Carolina, why I feel like I know where Summer Wells is. October 2023. So, an old man and an old woman with a girl that looked just like Summer Wells moved in. So, I didn't really think nothing of it, but they left that weekend they moved in, October 23. The dog was wrapped around cold barking. I went out there and I unwrapped him and I took him to the door, knocked on the door, wasn't nobody home, but I looked down and there was a storage container and labeled on it in black magic marker was Wells 216. And I said, oh my gosh, that girl looks like Summer Wells. And that's Wells. And I didn't know it was 216 at the time.
At first glance, his account seemed unrelated, but upon closer inspection, many of the details began to align with earlier threads from the Summer Wells case. Chango had been living in a trailer undergoing chemotherapy in 2023 when a couple moved in nearby. A much older man and middle-aged woman arrived with a young girl. According to Chango, the girl bore a striking resemblance to Summer Wells and the woman resembled Rose. He noticed a plastic storage container outside their RV labeled Wells 216 in black marker. The name caught his attention, as did the number, but at the time he didn't yet understand the full significance of either. The girl, he said, was left alone for long periods. The adults were often gone, especially the woman. Eventually, he called the police, requesting a welfare check. Officers arrived and initially treated the situation casually, but then additional units showed up. According to Chango, law enforcement confirmed that the child was not Summer Wells after making contact with Tennessee authorities. No DNA test was conducted. Soon after, the couple quickly left the area. They had arrived with donkeys, unusual, considering they were traveling in an RV, and left behind some belongings, including a log splitter that was often used. There were many unusual things that seemed to be hard to explain. The young girl was never seen again in that area. Chango was left with more questions than answers. Later, as he delved deeper into the online true crime community, Chango began to connect more dots, he says. He spoke about creators who seemed to be deeply invested in the Summer Wells case, some of whom, he believed, were involved in misleading or manipulative behavior. He mentioned seeing the same woman from the RV in YouTube videos and speculated that some kind of exploitation or fraud might be happening under the surface. He referenced coincidences involving trash trucks, RVs, and online personas, all patterns that, in his mind, linked back to the disappearance of Summer. One detail that stood out to him over time was the tote with Wells 216 on it. As research later revealed, the number carries deep symbolic meaning. The number 216, while appearing harmless on the surface, is often used within secret societies that practice dark or initiatory rituals as a symbolic veil, a cipher understood only by those who have been initiated into the deeper mysteries. Mathematically, 216 is simply 6 cubed, or 6 times 6 times 6, making it a concealed expression of 666, the so-called number of the beast. But unlike the overt and dramatic symbolism of 666, 216 carries the same energy in a more refined, hidden form. It is ideal for cloaking spiritual concepts beneath mathematical simplicity. In occult philosophy, 6 is the number of the material world, beauty, harmony, form. And when it is cubed, it becomes a symbol of spirit fully bound within matter. In dark ritual work, 216 is sometimes used to represent the act of imprisoning divine essence within physical or egoic form, effectively using divine power not for transcendence but for control, manipulation, or earthly dominance. For those walking the left-hand path or engaging in transgressive magical systems, 216 can represent the descent into shadow, not to be consumed by it, but to master it and emerge as one who has faced the beast and survived. In some systems, it also reflects a mirror inversion of the sacred 216-letter name of God in Kabbalah, the Shem HaMepharash, suggesting that by working with its inverse, one might harness the power of the angelic through the back door, or even call upon its fallen or shadow aspects. This is not necessarily evil in the conventional sense, but it is a path of power that dares to manipulate the sacred rather than submit to it. The cube itself, the perfect geometric form of 216, becomes a symbol of the initiatory chamber, the box into which one descends, facing dissolution of the self, trials of will, and the dangerous light of hidden knowledge. In such societies, to label a ritual, a room, or a level of initiation as 216 is to send a signal. Here lies a test, a crucible, a place where the divine is hidden in darkness, and only those who are ready to walk through fire may find the way out. In Chango's account, the Wells 216 label became more than just an oddity. It became a marker, a symbol that something deeper might be at play. He began to suspect that the case of Summer Wells wasn't just about a missing child, but potentially involved ritualistic elements or hidden networks. He didn't claim to know what had happened, but he raised the possibility that patterns, especially numerical, symbolic, and behavioral, were being overlooked. When the number 216 appears in connection with a missing child, especially within the context of rumors about elite ritualistic groups, it is not merely coincidence. It may signify a ritual marker, a coded signal, or even a synchronistic signature that something darker is in play beneath the surface. In esoteric and occult systems, 216 is not only a mathematical expression, but a vibrational key, one that resonates with both divine creation and inversion. If such a number appears on a date, a location, an address, or in the timing of a disappearance, it can be interpreted by those attuned to synchronicity as a kind of occult watermark. It may mean the act is ritually timed or symbolically coded, part of a larger thelemic, Kabbalistic, or Saturnian system of magic, where sacrifice, transformation, or soul binding are part of a dark spiritual economy. In this framework, the child may represent innocence, pure potential, or divine spark, and the ritual is not simply about harm, but about the attempted harvesting or redirecting of that spiritual energy. In dark ritual, it may signify the sealing of something divine within a structure, whether that be physical, as in confinement, or spiritual, as in soul entrapment. The cube is both a symbol and a prison. What if somewhere behind the facade of the Summer Wells case, behind the donkeys, the trash trucks, the cult-like behavior of YouTube creators, and the shadow figures from the yard sale, lurks something older, something ritualistic, something esoteric, even perverse? Not just a case of neglect, but of design. A gypsy caravan, not of bohemian poetry, but of flesh trade and silent sacrifice. The container marked Wales 216. A name that is both hers and not hers, encoded in the symbols of a different kind of truth. Put there for those initiated to see. The elite, the elders, and the uppers. Chango's story is chaotic, messy, fractured, but that's the nature of revelations. The truth doesn't arrive in neat packages, it comes in spirals, in synchronicities, in weird donkeys and missing girls and storage bins scribbled with numbers that point to the cube. It comes through old women who remember a yard sale in North Carolina, through a man in the mountains of North Carolina who sees through the veil but can't understand why. This isn't about proving what's real, it's about listening for what repeats. In the world of the occult, truth doesn't always knock, it echoes. And those echoes are maps for those brave enough to follow. So, if you're chasing synchronicities and have eyes to see them, keep going. Maybe Summer's not just missing. Maybe she's hidden in the math, in the dualities of the matrix, folded into a ritual only a few dare to unfold. And here at RELLIK School, we can help decipher the synchronicities and signs. Now that you have RELLIK School's attention, Chango, what next?
Plug me. Okay.
Scooby fucking doo. If not for those pesky meddling kids.
Back to what I do. Catfish, Billy, baby, hello, how are you? Yo, by 9 numbers like a power line, fell into a swimming pool. I think I got the whole crew. Ooh, let me know what y'all wanna do. I bought a 30 pack of Creek water, baby, boo. Not a 99, not a 99.99, not mine. I got 100 proof.
They're gonna be sorry they were ever born. Who? All of them.
Show me the chicken, I'm frying it. Show me the dough and I'm prying it. Ain't never lacking it, so what I'm packing, he taking it, he magnifying it. They say you ain't bout it. Tell them that you finna make it, but they doubt it. But God did it. But you rose like the flower. Tell me what it's like to live with superpowers. I don't know, but I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I just know that I'ma get it. 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 Ayy, I got the drive to bust the truck, the gas is stuck. I ain't the one to rely on the luck. I put in work and then he show up. I know it's fake, this shit in the reps, ain't no regrets, I do too much. It ain't me if you saying I stunt. He calling the place and I do what he want. This ain't a front, glory to G-O-D. It's what you could do with a mustard seed. It's what you could do when you start to believe. Take fear and you cast it inside of the sea. 100% out of me, cause he gave it all on the T when he let it bleed. So what is you saying to me? You just insecure about the love that turned me to a beast. I take a step and I ain't turning back. He made me first cause I know that I'm last. I ain't got time for no thing in the past. Learn from it first and then I react. Hands off me, don't hold me. Get it jumping like a trampoline.